Dancing, the ultimate means of expression. Me? Dance? No way. Maybe. Okay, fine. And one ballroom lesson later, I was completely in love with it. I realized that dance isn't just for fancy people with monocles. There are different dances for everyone. For those in the midst of a passionate love affair, there is tango. This is on account of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or T-A-N-G-O. Tango. Tango can be done to almost any Lady Gaga or Maroon 5 song. For those smooth guys who want to start their step and those restless, this is particularly popular in Mexico, probably because it can be done to almost any country.
Trouble with the world is way too busy to think about it all. Like, why is there rebel flag?
But my favorite dance is the most cheesy, romantic, and fluid dance. It is every Nicholas Sparks novel you've ever read, and it's called Nightclub Two-Step. Nightclub Two-Step conveys the beautiful, natural, and romantic connection between two people without a single word being spoken. The power behind its simple steps intrigued me from the very beginning and inspired me to learn more. Nightclub is a good dance for beginners. It can be danced to almost any song, and is fairly simple to learn. Nightclub is a dance for two people, usually a man and a woman. The man is usually called a lead, and it's his job to lead the dance. The woman is usually called a follow, and it's her job to follow the lead. The lead, or leader, and follow, or follower, both have responsibilities in each dance. It is the lead's job to find the beat to the song and keep it, choose which moves or variations to use and when to use them, escort the lady to and from the dance floor, and escorting is when the dancers interlock arms, and finally, they must take blame for any mistakes made, whether or not they are at fault. The follow, which is me, also has important responsibilities. They may not seem so important as those of the leader, but they definitely contribute to the quality of the dance. The follow must never anticipate what the lead is going to do and risk backleading, which is essentially taking the leader's job. A follow must be polite to any lead despite their skill level, and, most importantly, feel the hints given by the leader, which tells the follow where to go. I'll talk more about that later. The lead and follow also has some of the same responsibilities. Some of these include keeping frame, eye contact, and step. Now that we know a bit about leading and following, we can get into the real specifics of nightclub itself. It's nice to have a good pair of ballroom shoes, preferably with suede bottoms. A good, positive instructor is also essential to learning the art of nightclub. You also need a partner you're comfortable with, someone you don't mind making mistakes in front of. This is the basic step for nightclub two-step. You place one foot directly behind the other for the first step, make a small step with the foot in front, and then bring your back foot forward again. You do this both to the left and to the right, like my friend Tim is showing now. When you do this with your partner, you will be mirror images of each other. The count for nightclub two-step is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or some say quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Before starting into this basic, dancers will often do what are called starts. Starts are essentially a shuffle or step from side to side. Starts can help prevent hurting a lady's arm when you try and jump into the beat of a song, coming in on the wrong beat altogether by giving you time to listen, and just looking dumb in general. Next is what's called a travel step, which is done by first turning slightly so that the lead's foot points between those of the follow, and then both dancers stepping in the opposite direction of the turn, crossing one foot over the other while doing so. This was a difficult movement for me to learn. because I was constantly crossing with the wrong foot, not keeping my feet wide enough, or making some other mistake. The travel step is great because you can move so you won't burn a hole in the floor, you can avoid hitting any other dancers, and your date won't get bored. Finally, there is the travel turn, which is done by the lead first making a travel step and then, on the part where he crosses his feet, lifting his arms to allow the follower to turn. To do this, she keeps her feet about a shoulder width apart and pivots on the foot corresponding with the direction the lead is stepping. I still sometimes struggle with this move because I find myself bumping into the chest of my partner at the end of the pivot. I guess I still have a lot to learn. So why the turn? It creates a nice variety, and it allows the lady to show off. I said I would go further into depth with following, which is my job, and I'm going to do so now. The following is a clip of Miss Lori Barnes, who is an accomplished follow, talking about the most difficult part of following.
My name's Lori Barnes, and I've been dancing for about 4 years, and I started teaching and TAing in the last 2 years. I think the hardest thing for a follow to learn how to do is to relinquish control and actually follow a lead. And so I think one of the best things for a follow to do is to close their eyes and feel a lead rather than watch what they think should be happening. So I think that's the hardest thing for a follow to do, is just to relinquish that control.
Lori is definitely right. It's hard to trust another person to lead you the right and safe way. The relinquishing of control to your partner is something that I found very difficult when I first began dancing, and still find difficult if I'm dancing with a new partner. While watching the next clip, notice the things that the follower is doing, the signal she's following, the eye contact she's keeping, the frame she's keeping, and anything else. When I look back at all of these skills, all that I've learned, I can't believe how far I've come. I can't believe that I'm actually a dancer. But the benefits of dancing don't end on the dance floor. I feel happier and more confident in everything I do and everywhere I go. I suppose it just goes to show you, sometimes you just have to go for it, even if there's no particular reason to do so. Just dance.